As of today, I am 30, and for some reasons, I may not look like it. Now, I don't know if I should be happy or sad for looking way younger than my age. But on more serious note, these are 12 things I wished I would have known earlier in my 20s. So if you are in your 20s, grab a pen and a paper because I'm going to be revealing 12 things you should know in your 20s before reaching age 30. Now, the age 30 is the age most people hate. You are immediately considered old, and what you have to show for it will begin to get into your head daily. So the very first thing you in your 20s should be more concerned about is building your portfolio. Now, going forward or getting close to your 30s, what would you want to be known for? Because this stage of life is full of responsibilities, and it will be well lived if you can be responsible enough for the basic things that matter. So take every step necessary each and every day to work on yourself. The gap between the 20s and the 30s is not quite huge as it seems. However, use the moment as a perfect time to pursue your dreams. You have a lot more time and energy to work on yourself in your 20s. So stop wasting your life, stop sleeping, continue to do the things that will matter in the long run with regards to your well-being and the future. Avoid the blame games. Now, it does not matter how affluent your family may be, but do not end up blaming people for your failure later in life. A lot more people tend to regret the fact that they would have been a better person if someone has actually been there for them. No one will actually help you to get better if they have other responsibilities crucial than yours. So, for instance, your uncle or relative may promise you some opportunities in your 20s. However, as they tend to make their own family, every single opportunity they might have dished out to you will be considered necessary to their immediate family than you. So people would genuinely want to help you, but with time they may have other responsibilities that they need to attend to. Therefore, you might be left behind with just full of hatred. The well-being of their immediate families will always be paramount. So whatever you have to do to be the better version of yourself each passing minute, double the effort on that to avoid the blame games of being stuck wherever you find yourself in your 30s because someone has failed the promises they've made to you. It is a pain you can never forget if you think someone needs to help you to become who you want to be in life. So start doing the things that matter today. If the help comes, fine. If it doesn't, you are good on your own. Do not be a slave to your flaws. Certain lifestyles you adopt today can make or break you later in life. In your 20s, you are prone to a lot more temptations. You are likely to be lured into certain lifestyles you may regret later in life. And of course, you have the choice to pick either the good or the bad habit from your peers. If you ever find yourself in the line of any of the bad habits from your peers, kindly seek help early. Be disciplined and do not be a slave to your flaws. Do not get addicted to lifestyles that can affect you negatively and begin to worship it. Seek the right help if you can, because any lifestyle that is not allowing you to be productive in your 20s, you will end up living a life full of regret in your 30s. By then, it might already been late for you and has taken a lot more negative toll on you. Be open to opportunities if necessary. In your 20s, you may consider yourself young. You might be blessed with a lot of opportunities at that period of time. There is always this mentality. We tend to feel that the next year would always be better than the year we're currently in. So certain opportunities might be considered low for your standard. You might actually be living your best life in your 20s at the moment. So make use of every single opportunities you have. You never know, that can transform you to becoming whoever you want to be in the near future. So apply for the jobs if you can. Submit the emails if you have to. There was an opportunity I missed because I was very shy, owning up to the fact that I was able to do the work. Hoping in the next years to come, I'll have a lot more opportunities to myself. You can only get certain offers when you are young. So take advantage of the moment and grab every opportunity that is available to you, no matter how small it is. Build on that to climb the ladder of success. In the long run, your friends do not matter. Growing up, the friends you make in your 20s will begin to fall off. Some will split, while some will cut you off. You are likely to cut some of them off as you begin to create new cycle of friends as well. Some will start a family and cannot be able to keep up with the lifestyles you both used to enjoy. You will also be part of those among your cycles that have made changes. Adapt to the changes in your cycle of friends and maintain friendships that can only add value to your life. Live a healthy lifestyle. The food you take in, the drinks you take in would have a lot more impact in your life in the immediate future. Now, I've not experienced anything negative in this stage of my life, but practicing a healthy lifestyle will always pay off at the end of the day. So So exercise daily if you can, but if you cannot be motivated by yourself, go ahead and sign up for a gym membership. Eat and drink what really matters, and you'll be glad in the end you did. Avoid relationship. Now this may actually sound strange or raw, but if you are a man in your 20s and you are not financially stable, you have no reason to date. Relationships are lovely. Falling in love is a great feeling. My perception on this topic do not have anything to do with heartbreaks. It is actually a list of my worries when it comes to relationship. Now you can date the most loving person in the world and still have a failed relationship. Reasons being that as a boy or a man in your 20s, these are the period you need to develop yourself and be on your feet as a man. I think that you need to be financially stable to get involved in a relationship, a committed relationship for that matter. Building a committed and serious relationship should be a last thing you should do as a man if you are not financially stable. If you've not been able to build yourself as a man and have the basic necessities that you will need before you start a relationship, because I believe relationships should be full of responsibilities for a man. You can actually become a father in the course of your relationship, and if you've not been able to provide for yourself, how would you be able to cater for the need of the child and the family as a whole effectively? Now, not everyone will be able to struggle at the end to keep up with this particular pace. It takes exceptional people to do this, but you need to build yourself. That is what my point of view is all about. Build yourself as a man before you start building a committed and a serious relationship. You don't have to date if you are broke and not financially stable. Your actions today determines the future. So whatever the goals you've set for yourself, whether big or small, they can only be achieved if you are taking the right steps each and every day towards them. So if you spend most of your time in your 20s having fun, doing the things that do not actually matter, or taking no steps daily to push towards the future you desire, you might end up with a lot of regret later in your 30s. So if you are hoping to win some lottery to get your life better in the end, or waiting on someone to actually come true for you, you might fail if the right things are not done at the right time, which is in your 20s. Take risk. There are two types of pain: a pain of failure and the pain of regret. You are young. You are expected to fail at some point in your life. These failures teach you meaningful lessons in life. Some actually shape you into becoming better at shooting the right shot at life. Failures gives you nothing but lessons. But the pain of regret is a pain you will feel forever for not trying. And the time limit between your 20s and 30s is quite shorter than you may think. It is a period of ups and downs, so it is better to take risks and fail rather than not taking any risk at all while you are young, because you might end up nursing the pain of regret in your 30s if you fail to take the necessary risks in your 20s. So do not live the rest of your life regretting risks you should have taken to add value or better your life. Life is hard. In your teens, you are mostly pampered. Even some still enjoy this benefit in their 20s. But that may not be the case for most people. As a matter of fact, some people start to experience the real challenges of life even in their 20s. And these challenges will get more difficult as you grow. Even though you may not be where you want to be, you might be called upon most of the time if the need arises. Your younger siblings, if you have any, will start to look up to you. So hold on to the fact that life is hard. And as you continue to age from your 20s, life will be extremely harder than it is at the moment for you right now. So therefore, you may have to face life with some amount of hard work, consistency, and patience. Acquire digital skills if you can. Now, some people might be targeting the 9 to 5, or some of you are already in that field. There is nothing wrong with the 9 to 5. However, the 9 to 5 will not give you the freedom and the lifestyles you have dreamed of. I'm not in any way saying the 9 to 5 is wrong, but acquiring a digital skill will only add additional income stream for you to have multiple streams of income. And having multiple streams of income is extremely helpful. Now, the digital skill you may want to acquire will be determined by your interest and your resources. Recently, with availability of YouTube, you can be able to learn any digital skills in a week or days, which would have required you years of classes. And YouTube itself has become one of the most powerful and influential platforms. So if you are thinking of which digital skill you can start today, you can create a YouTube channel today with zero money and build a successful YouTube channel that will enrich you in coming years. But remember, everyone's journey on YouTube is different and unique. So speak to yourself as to which digital skills will be beneficial to you in this digital world. And in your 30s, you will be glad you have actually taken that bold step. Choose a perfect life partner. Even though one of my points have actually frowned on not being in a relationship, you will definitely need to start a family. If you follow through all the points I've mentioned carefully, you should be financially stable enough to start a relationship. Therefore, while starting a relationship, make sure you choose the perfect person as a partner. The well-being of your life will be much determined by your life partner. So choose someone who shares the same values with you, someone who wants to grow daily and wants to see you grow as well. Choose someone that will be able to identify your flaws, and instead of leaving, they still stay to help you work on yourself. Choose someone that is perfect for you. I strongly believe you know what works best for you. So when choosing a life partner, you are the right person to decide who is perfect and who can help you run the family you hope for. So these are 12 things I wish I would have known earlier in my 20s. If I've given you some value, go ahead and subscribe to the channel for more of these exciting videos in the coming days. I will be seeing you again in the next video. Please have a great day.